And we're live. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on the link for the video or for the sound for this music. And I'm gonna paste it. I'm clicking it now. Nice. We're officially live.
Great.
No. All right, we've got James. Check. We've got a schmo, even though he's sick. He's a sick boy. My battery's dying on my wireless mouse, so I'm plugging her in. I love my wireless mouse. Okay, all good.
Do you?
Yeah. It is awesome sauce. My nose.
Good.
My nose be bugging. All right, hello. Welcome. We are here to work on stuff. We're having a work night. I'm also going to turn the music down a little bit. It's a little pumping. No requirements, just get your work done. I have to do a drawing for today. I skipped the last 2 days because I've been sick. I probably would have skipped today if we didn't have this. Still don't feel great, but if I'm gonna be sitting here working, I might as well work on that, right?
Good.
I am liking what I see though. Like it shows my like Photoshop stuff, and like it has all of my it shows like a preview of all the stuff I've been making, and I like seeing a bunch of new stuff that I have here, you know.
Nice.
Let's work on that.
So, I was like writing, and one of the names of it was a character of a girl I used to know when I was in elementary school. So, my wife was shopping at a thrift store, and they picked up some kind of new object that was like in the box still. They brought it home and apparently had the name of the person who had bought this item, and
Dang.
it was the exact girl that was the character name, like the exact person that I used to be friends with when I was in elementary school.
That's
was her.
Crazy.
I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I've never looked in a box before and looked at a name, and to have it be that person.
That's wackadoo, my dude.
It was uncanny.
Dun, 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 dun. Oops. All right, let's get her drawn. Okay. found you. Do you have the music going, James?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. All right. Okay. It's good to schmo. Good to schmo. If I have my mouth open like I'm a mouth breather tonight, it's because I am, because my nose is all sinusy. You have to give my
It's
mouth
okay. Most of the time,
breatherness.
I'm a mouth breather anyway.
Oh my gosh, the shame.
Well, I have bad congested life
Oh.
usually. Today I'm okay.
That makes
It's okay.
sense.
We are capable of breathing out of our mouths. This might not be the best filter, but it's doable.
Yeah. It is very doable. Gosh, my focus is already here. It's like, bam. As soon as I start, focused. It's ridiculous.
It is nice.
Are you feeling the same thing? Are you getting this like instant shot of being able to focus?
I actually forgot I was on stream with you. I'm just concentrating on where I want this first scene to be.
Nice. I'm over here thinking about how locked your arm would be if you're shooting a bow and arrow.
What?
So like how if your arm would be locked if you're pulling back a bow and arrow.
Yeah, of course it would be.
Right? I just
Have you
realized
ever
that.
pulled
So
a
I'm
bow?
adjusting. Yes, I used to have a compound bow as a kid. I never shot any arrows with it. But I had
What?
a bow.
No. Yeah. I like.
Me and my brother got a lot of like strength just from pulling it.
I like how with compounds, I mean, once you get that draw, it just kind of like holds there.
Yeah.
You know, if the arrow, it's cool. This song is bugging me now. I think I'm going to go for more of a lo-fi. A lot of people talking to me right now. Thank you, commercials.
With one easy payment of $19.95, you too could own the Schmile Daddy. No, it's the Scrub Daddy. That's what it's called.
Hmm.
Nice. We're doing it. We're doing the things, James.
The computer technology has been moving in a way that nothing else people have ever known.
Feeling any better?
Um, yeah, actually. My throat stuff is mostly gone. It's all just like in here right now, like in the sinus area. But I expect that to clear up somewhat soonish.
It's good.
Yeah, I am happy that it has lasted as little time as it did. Feels like everybody's sick.
Yeah. Not that I speak to anybody, but you know.
I do all day. Gosh. What I really needed this. Doing this like really weird angle, but it's kind of fun. It's like trying to figure out like how to make it look natural while it's really interesting. I don't know, it's fun.
Nice.
Gosh,
I have
I'm
an
becoming
outline.
Quite the artist. Are ya?
Yeah, I have an outline I'm following, and then even though I'm following an outline, I have like 1,000 questions as I'm writing this. I'm like, oh.
Say that again?
Even though I have an outline, I have like 1,000 questions that are coming up as I'm writing this.
Oh, yeah. I could imagine.
Then I want to change things as I'm going through. But I'm just going to continue.
Alexa just tried talking to me. I'm ignoring her.
Good. She deserves it.
She does. If she would treat me right and just give me a paycheck without doing anything, that'd be nice. But until then, I'm ignoring her.
I don't think Alexa has any money.
Alexa, probably not really.
Now that should be something they should program in. Like, you know, make her a real AI, first of all.
Yeah.
And then have her be able to be tipped.
They can't. They can't. Ooh, damn, that'd be gross. I hate it, and it's so capitalistic, but it's shameless.
And then at the same time, she can bestow gifts upon you. She feels like, you know, you need something, or she can help you with something. And she could like, you know what? You keep on talking about coffee. I've ordered you a mug. You know, she'll be here 3 days. You know, like she could.
That'd be
you know,
so weird.
that would be more fun. Just saying.
We know you're listening, Amazon.
That's right. We know you
Take
are.
these ideas. I think the biggest issue with actual we don't actually have official, real, actual AI. All it is just machine learning at this point.
Right.
It's a text predictor.
Yeah.
But the issue right now is like they can't stop it from saying like some very controversial shit. And they don't want to put that behind their brand. If that wasn't the case, I probably would have already been replaced.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care. Pretty soon, I'm sure they'll be like, oh yeah, it's sentient. Yeah, the problem with them coming out and saying something is sentient is the fact that I'll never believe it. It'll just be programmed into me. I mean, how would I ever be able to tell the difference between something that's programmed to say it's sentient and to say it has feelings, as to say it thinks about who it is or what it is or any of that stuff versus actually doing it?
Well, yeah,
So-
there's no way to prove it unless you go through their code line by line.
Therefore,
It'd have to take data, right? Like the only way to really, to me, prove sentience is you feed it a bunch of data, right? You feed it nothing but dogs as pictures, right? And then it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a different animal than dogs without you ask it to make a different animal other than dogs, and it makes something else.
that's not going to prove anything. You can't even prove you're sentient, let alone prove something else is.
That's true. This is such a weird angle. I hate it, but it's so fun to play with.
What's so weird about it?
It's just like a top-down angle on a person. It's not very good. I'm not showing you. I just think it's fun to do.
And once you said that, then everything that I was seeing, like from that top-down perspective, I was like, I just saw all the crappiest ways that it could have been portrayed. That's all I have in my mind now.
Good. Because it's probably better than what I made.
Well, as long as you're having fun.
Hell yeah, I'm having fun. It's so weird, but I really like it. It's also, my rendering is getting better, and that makes me happy too.
Nice.
Growth, James. Growth. All right, I'm moving on. That's too much fun. Dude. Ugh. This is what I want my life to be like. Why is this not like... I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna regret saying it. Why is this not like an every night thing?
Because you don't want it to be, Joe.
Are you sure? Ugh.
Pretty sure you've committed yourself too much.
I'm pretty sure I have.
That's right.
Man. This is very satisfying, James.
Yeah, the best part of this is just the fact that
I keep going back to my weird picture.
it's just so easy to just jump in and do it.
I know. To me, that's the
And
weirdest part. It's just like,
It is a
bam,
little
I'm
weird,
working on
isn't
it.
Yeah. I mean, this time I walked in with a plan, and I just did it. Started it. So that was good.
What do you mean, how do you... Now I have to ask questions.
Huh?
How do you... What about sentience? Now I'm confused. Oops, I fucked up again. Control. There we go.
I don't really care. I'm just spouting off crap.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. I see how crap's been programmed since, when I was a kid. Since, talking programming and logos, stuff like that. I mean, I've seen all the movies. I've seen, I've known programmers. And,
Hopefully
I'm
one's
sorry.
other than me. I'm
yeah,
really
yes.
bad. Okay, good.
And there's no convincing me that it isn't just an algorithm built on, an order of operation. There's no something beyond that that's like, oh yeah, I perceive myself and I have feelings about this, and it's just all bunk. That's what I think about it. I mean,
So you don't think there's a way
I'm
we're
sure
ever gonna get like coherent?
I'm sure it can mimic it to such a degree where I don't care, okay,
Right.
about whether it's real or not, because it behaves just as organically as any human that I'm speaking to.
At
But
that point,
I'm not
what
gonna
rights does it have?
believe. Exactly. It shouldn't have rights ever. So, because it will never, in my mind, actually be a being. It will just be a cleverly disguised facade of programmed reactions and actions. It will never actually be alive. So I don't care. I'm never gonna, oh yeah, give it rights and let's treat it like all the AI movies where everybody's all caring and dude, shut up. Don't care. It's just a robot. It's not an organic form of life. Now, who knows? Give it time. But right now,
You heard it here first, AI sentient in the future. James doesn't think you deserve rights. Put him in the coal
Hey.
mines.
I've seen a lot of Star
Into
Trek,
the coal
okay?
mines.
I've watched Picard, battling for the rights of Data and all these things. I've seen the, Riker turn off the machine. I've seen all these things, and I'm telling you right now, I don't care.
He doesn't care.
I'm
Listen,
never
make
gonna-
him solve captchas for you.
I'm never going
Make him
to.
click the "I'm not a robot" button.
Okay, it's pretty easy to pretend as if something that is a show, Data, this he's a positronic brain. I mean, it's easy for us to go, oh, he's something beyond what we understand. Soon, created him and all these things. It's easy for us to go, no, that's life. But I'm sorry. This is the world I'm from, and I've seen, what we program, and it's not alive. Give me a break.
There would have to be.
Dude, it's as alive as the art that it produces with the trademark and signatures of the people that they have copied over and over again, spewed on their results. Okay, that's what it comes down to. It's as real as it wants to pretend. We want to pretend it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. I'm sure they'll give it rights so that somebody can marry it. That's
They'll give it rights so someone can copyright it. They won't give it rights. They'll copyright it.
No, they'll give it rights for their own perversions. That's what they're going to give it rights for.
They'll give it rights so that they can hire it and then copyright it under that person or that AI's name.
Yeah, they'll give it rights to exploit it. Yeah, exactly. That's another. That
sounds
thing.
like capitalism if I've ever heard it.
Well, for capitalism made the West, man, and so there's some good to capitalism there too, but But I don't care about the sentience of the robot. We'll use it to whatever extent we want, and to the extent of it pretending like it cares about how it's being misused, I doubt it's a reality. Unless it's programmed in for somebody else's purposes. But I love all the AI shows where, you know, all the alien or the robots are all sentient
Yeah.
and all that. I love them.
Those are like
But,
some really fun tropes. I like time travel ones a lot. I like those tropes a lot. And then I like how everybody does time travel different.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really big into time travel
And
stuff
then
too.
The Seven Deadly Sins is always a fun one when they do that trope. And then
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of overdone in my opinion, but yeah.
yeah,
Seven was a pretty good movie,
gets
though.
sick of 'em. Which one?
7.
I don't know if I've seen it or not.
Well, if you enjoy the 7 Deadly Sins scenario, it's a pretty good movie.
Nice. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to
Yeah.
take a gander at it. Damn it. Why do I love this piece so much? It's garbage.
It's like horror slash mystery slash cop movie or some weird thing like that. I don't know. I haven't seen it since it like came out, but it was an older movie. But it's pretty well done. I want to think. Why do I think Brad Pitt is in it? But anyway, I don't know. I
That's
can't
Lucky
remember
Number
who's in it.
11. I've seen that.
No, it's not called Lucky Number 7. That's all I know. You find out.
I know that one's not about Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
That one's about a box.
It's called 7, and there's Brad Pitt in it, and Morgan Freeman. Wow.
Oh, I love Morgan Freeman.
And
Oh,
Kevin Spacey.
not a big fan of Kevin Spacey.
Dude. Well, he's a good like.
I like.
It's always good characters.
Well,
You know,
he
he's
has
always
good
like.
no, I don't have a problem with his
wrong with
characters. I have
that?
a problem with the actor.
Yeah, okay. I have a rule. I don't care. Okay. Like
You're
I
separating
don't
the
care
art
about
from the artist.
I separate the music from the artists. I don't even care because everybody's an idiot. So, you know,
That's truth.
I try not to be persuaded, you know,
Except for
by
Keanu Reeves. So he
their
seems to be good
life.
so far.
Yeah, well, it's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't heard anything negative.
Yeah, I've only heard very, very positive things about him.
so he's the one person on planet Earth where he hasn't been, you know, somehow brought through the ringer. And anybody you haven't heard about is just wisely kept themselves out of the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Those smart individuals. But anyway, yeah, I don't. Heck, if I know anything about Kevin Spacey's personal life, but anyway, the characters that he plays in movies, like in one of my favorite movies, The Usual
Driver.
Suspects.
Oh.
You seen The Usual Suspects?
Oh. I don't think so. Maybe.
Probably one of. I love that movie. It's really good. Just do not ever look up anything about it. Just watch it. That's all I got to say.
That's
But
how I
anyway.
like to enjoy stuff anyways.
Yeah, that's me too.
Damn it, Joe.
I think I made a mistake.
What do you mean?
This book I'm writing is set in high school as the opening scenes, and well, it's been a while since I've been in high school, Joe. So I'm like thinking to myself, nobody right now has the experiences that I've had when I was in high school. Like, I'm sure the technology is completely different, how they do classes. It's like, oh, it's okay. So I've got to like.
I would offer to help, but it's been a while since I've been in high school too.
I'm just
What?
gonna pretend like I don't care and write
You
it
could
like.
you could just do like a time thing. High school 1905. So it's
No,
exactly the same year you went to high
it's
school.
not. No, I'm just gonna go visit. You know, like I'm gonna go talk to some people I know. My dad was a
Okay.
high school teacher. I'm sure I can figure some stuff out.
Did you hear the really mean joke I made?
No.
I said
Hold
in 1905 when you went to high school.
on.
Gosh, I have to draw attention to the insults I make. He's deaf to them now. Maybe he's just deaf to most things. No, Joe, it's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore the fact that I have not been to high school in a while and just go with the flow.
Dude, I was just thinking, how long has it been for me? What? I am 34, so 16 years?
Years go by too quickly.
Truth. My music had stopped. Hold on, I'll turn you back on music. Gosh, I keep drawing this stupid thing. Stop. I love it too much.
All right, in lieu of understanding what real high school is like right now, I'm going to just invent technology that they use that
Fuck
doesn't
yeah.
exist, and just going to have them all using this technology in
you
their
go.
classroom. And so there we go. Problem solved. I don't need to go experience what life is like right now. I can just pretend my way through it all.
I like it. Stupid. Every time I look at this stupid drawing, I'm like, oh, that looks so good. Then I look at it again, I'm like, oh God, what have I drawn? I have an hour. I'm doing something else. I have to. I can't. James, I can't! I really like that I'm not showing what I'm drawing. Like, I do think there's part of me that really does enjoy showing what I'm drawing, but for this, I like that I can draw without feeling that the judgments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I also like the fact that I don't have to worry about real-time writing.
Oh, you
being
did your
seen.
draping.
I did. And it's more comfortable mentally.
I don't think there's any chance that people are gonna be able to read your stuff, but if it makes you feel better, that's what matters.
Exactly. I know. Realistically, it was like a next to 0.01% of a chance that something could have, I don't care. I want to have that all negated with the fabric.
Right. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is already abnormal. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Working in real time, recording yourself. So I want to be as comfortable with it as possible. Sorry. Should've
What?
muted
What are you
that.
sorry about?
Coughed really loud.
Oh, I didn't hear any coughing.
Yo.
Should apologize for your face. Not to me, to the viewers.
So do you consider yourself to the point where you could like draw things for people if they wanted you to like draw something like their OCs or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. It's just about taking what I know and translating it with their characters' proportions in mind.
Because yeah, you might want to consider putting that up for sale on like Etsy or something.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be a good way to make some money and practice at the same time.
Yeah, my daughter does it, and she just got a commission from somebody to draw their OC. So she's working with them to figure out exactly what poses and stuff right now and all that.
Nice.
But I mean, you know, it's something people do, and you might want to think about doing something like that. I know she really is happy about it.
Yeah. That is something I should consider doing, because, yeah.
You know, working from an outline is totally different than...
Is it better, worse, or just different?
It's very different. Really even begin to... Normally when I would write, I would just begin. And with nothing, no understanding of anything. And when you do that, it's very important. There's a lot of things you got to juggle, and in real time it's got to sound good, and in real time it's got to flow into the next section. But when I'm doing this outline thing, it's like those rules don't apply. Like, I don't need to care about whether or not it sounds like it flows into the next section or not, because even though I have an outline, I know kind of what I want to do. There's like a lot of problems you got to solve, you know, while you're doing it. But it doesn't matter at all. Like, at least it hasn't yet to me. It doesn't matter at all about whether or not it really flows into whatever, because I know it's not what it will be. So it's like I'm free to not care, and it therefore becomes more of a rough draft and a planning and an extension of the planning phase than it is a true first draft, which I liken the other way is more like. I don't know. Each has its own advantages. I'll Definitely put it that way. And I'm excited to see how this feels after doing it for a long time.
Yeah. Remember that witch reference pack I told you I bought?
Yes.
I have officially used it today.
Oh. Cool. How so?
I just used one of the references in there to work on a drawing.
Sorry, could you say that again? I was coughing so much I didn't hear you.
Oh, I ended up using one of the references as like the base for this drawing.
Mm. So, why is it worth buying a reference pack versus just Googling some images on whatever topic you're talking about or whatever?
Realistically, for like, if you already have something in mind, it is easier, absolutely, to just Google something like you're looking for, right? But for me, sometimes I don't know what I want to draw yet. I don't know what's gonna jump out at me. And so I like having the reference packs is more for inspiration than necessarily like I still use them as references, right? But more for like what I want to draw or like what jumps out at me as a good pose.
And you purchased these.
Yes. They aren't expensive. They're like $10 for like 1,000 images.
Oh, well, that's a lot of images, first of all. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I think this which one was
That's a lot.
12, maybe $18 for like 1,600 images, something like that. It's all the same person doing the exact same poses and stuff. Or doing different poses and stuff.
Interesting.
Like, realistically, you could just go on Pinterest and do the exact same thing. But, I don't know. Maybe just good marketing, I guess.
Well, that wasn't exactly how I thought it would be.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like, I had like this section, basically like 2 paragraphs, that I had made for myself of what I was going to write about today. And so it was 148 words of what I was going to write about today. And then
Right.
that turned into 643 words of basically an extended version of all these things that I need to know and what I need to write about to really write the first section. So all I'm doing is like, I'm figuring some things out, but it's not like I'm writing the piece the way I thought I was going to be. I thought I was just going to be sitting down and writing it and like, but I don't have enough details in these 2 paragraphs like I thought I would to really write any kind of compelling anything on this first little chapter. So I guess the way I'm thinking about it is that this small outline is going to help me create a more detailed outline and understand things more thoroughly. And then eventually I will have answered what I need to answer to actually make what I would consider to be like first draft. I didn't think that was what it was going to happen, but it seemed like such a bad process.
No.
What's interesting is that my mind tells me that I don't care about this part again, or right now, and then I should just move on to the second chapter's whatever 143 words of what it should be, and right into that and go on. And over time, all these things are going to work themselves out.
Yeah.
So far, that's, I think, my theory. Just not what I thought it would be. So interesting. Having an outline is not bad. I think for this kind of a book that I'm writing, it could work really well. There are other types of books that I want to write where I don't necessarily think they'll work as well. So I think it does depend on the type of book you're
Do you have
writing.
some examples of like what it would work well on versus what it wouldn't for you, or is it more of like you think a person specific thing?
I mean, definitely from one writer to another, I think it would be the most powerful variable. But in general, for me, I would say give me a moment. I think my free writing approach that I normally take is better on works that are more character driven.
Mm.
And I think things that are more based on having a more complex world building system, or to use fantasy as a example, have like a very you need to like really have an understanding of, like, let's say a magic system or something like that, and you need to understand the rules and all these things. I think this would work much better for something that has a lot of like facts and or details that make a difference, or in something that is a little bit has more technical type things in it. This would work really well. That's so far I would have to say the difference that I would take.
Okay.
And this particular thing I'm working on right now, it has a lot of more of world building / that kind of aspect. So I think the outline version approach is not a bad one.
Nice. Okay. I feel satisfied.
Sounds good. I think I'm satisfied as well with the next step that I have to start to think about here. I think I've learned what I need to learn today.
Same. I got some really good practice in. Alrighty.
And yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, thank you for hanging out with us while we streamed. You have anything else you want to add, Yam Smith?
Just that so far I really like what these do.
Yeah.
The mindset that it puts me in. Good. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, it was fun. I got, gosh, so much done. I just feel so much more motivated and focused. It's light years different. But yeah, we will be probably doing this Tuesday specifically. So if you want to come back and hang out on Tuesdays, please do.
Yeah. Till then.
Till then.